Hey everybody, I have a new stock to talk about. I might have briefly mentioned this one in the past, but we're going to look at a couple of things here. We're going to look at the chart, we're going to look at a recent update, we're also going to look at some valuation metrics, things like that, balance sheet, all that good stuff. And this stock's going to be Iris Energy, or IREN. A lot of you have been mentioning this one, and I do think there's a lot of potential here. And now could be a great time to start dollar cost averaging in. But let's get right into this video. Consider hitting the like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, check out the links down below, and everything I look over will be down below for you so you can look over it yourself. And first off, let's look at their last monthly update. And this was posted somewhere in the beginning of March, but it goes basically over April. Currently, they're mining a little over 300 Bitcoin per month. They increased their operating hash rate by 118% as of May 3rd to 5.5 exahash. They received an $18.4 million refund. We'll get more into that in a second. They're working on research and development initiatives. We have some insiders acquiring shares. Their operating hash rate compared to March actually went up 107%. And in terms of their monthly revenue, they saw $9 million, which is 109% more than March. And as for that 319 Bitcoin that they mined per month, that is actually 85% more than they mined in March. And in one of their Texas plants, they have a 600 megawatt bulk power substation and a 100 megawatt primary substation energized, a 20 megawatt data center operational, and 580 megawatts of spare power capacity for expanding and planning underway. Now, as for that $18 million refund, this was actually a deposit that was previously paid by the company to AEP Texas, and it was released following energization of the 600 megawatt bulk power substation and connection to the ERCOT grid. And we do have some updates on some of their other facilities. The Canal Flats update, this site is 100% powered by renewable energy, and it achieved a hash rate of 710 petahashes in April compared to 591 last month, meaning March. The McKinsey update, this is also 100% renewable energy, currently at a hash rate of 1,874 petahashes compared to 862 in March. Huge growth there. Prince George, another 100% renewable energy, achieved a monthly operating hash rate of 1,292 petahashes compared to 458 in March. So they've clearly been, expanding their mining capacity, and that is reflected in their estimated revenue coming up. And we'll go over that in just a second. Now in Childress, planning is underway to utilize the 580 megawatts of spare power capacity at the site. So we should see even more machines going online here soon. But you'll see that month over month, their average operating hash rate has grown dramatically. Their mining revenue has also grown, obviously. Their Bitcoin mined has obviously grown as well. And of course, their energy costs have grown as they've gotten more machines online. Electricity costs per Bitcoin has risen as well, of course, as more competition has entered the space. And they do have another 2,300 Bitcoin miners that are either pending deployment or they're in transit currently, which would bring them up to about 5.7 exahash. This company has definitely grown their hash rate dramatically over the last couple of months, but I also have something else I want you to be aware of. And this is their balance sheet as of their last earnings report, okay? So they have $40 million in cash, $111 million in debt. And currently they are not profitable, but I do expect, just like CleanSpark, these companies should hit profitability at some point in 2023, as long as Bitcoin continues its trend. If we see Bitcoin in the 35 to 40,000 area, I do think these companies will hit that profitability. But I do think Iris Energy has plenty of time to get to that point. They have plenty of cash to burn until they do get to that profitability. But this is something to be aware of. They do have more debt than cash. And looking at a couple other things, they are currently under book value. They're sitting at a market cap of only 200 million, which is 1/4 of where they were back in 2022 when they were $862 million market cap. And think about this. This old market cap that they're at in 2022, 862 million, this is about 4 times where their current market cap is. But look at that price to sales. The price to sales is a 3.8. Whereas it used to be nearly 23. You can see that their market cap is 1/4 of where it was, whereas the price to sales is nearly 10 times lower than it was. So to me, valuation wise, this looks a lot more attractive when you look at its market cap and the current price to sales it's at. And of course, when you look at their future mining potential and the fact that we got through the majority of this bear market, this company is still operational. They haven't announced bankruptcy. I do think we're in the clear now, and the bankruptcies like Core Scientific, like Compute North, those are all behind us. I do suspect we got through, the vast majority of the pain already, and moving forwards, things are going to continue to look better and better. And next up, let's look at the chart, and I have something to show you revenue-wise. And what do you see here? Well, they reported earnings, it caused a spike, then caused a pullback, but we rode this 50 MA, and we are still riding it along. Just haven't broken this 50 MA. This is a good sign. We also had a golden cross here. back in April. And what else did I want to show you? Well, look at this revenue. The quarter we're in currently, they expect to pull in about $31 million in revenue, which is about 3 times where their last revenue was reported, right around 13 million. And I do think as we progress through the rest of this year, we will start seeing profitable quarters for companies like Iris Energy and of course CleanSpark. And like I said, all we really need is Bitcoin right around 35 to the $40,000 area, and these companies will be profitable in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about Iris Energy. I definitely have a lot more to look into here. Things like listening to previous earnings calls, just digging up more information like that. But let me know if there's anything that I missed and what other Bitcoin miners should I take a look at. Thanks as always guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.